we're going to do a little show and tell with some fossils that I have in my personal collection. So to start off, we have petrified wood, where you can see all the details of the original wood. There is mineralized wood, and this is petrified wood, but it does not keep all the details like the traditional petrified wood does. Petrified palm wood, if I can zoom in, you can see all the little details. It is fantastic fossilized wood, and that's specifically palm wood. Then we have corals. This is agatized coral, as is this. This is a slab, whereas this is a piece that's been polished on one side, but the rest is natural. This is a slab. These two are, I believe, from Florida. This is from right here in New Mexico. Not near as pretty, but local agatized coral. Shark teeth from Sharktooth Ridge. They are not large, as you can see, but these are all ones that I have collected myself. Trilobites, which I'm sure you guys have all seen before. Cool little dudes that no longer exist. Fossilized clam, also from Florida. This guy has some really neat crystals. So this is what we would call a mold and cast. So the original shell makes a mold in the clay and the mud and the silt that hardens over time, and other minerals come in and fill in that mold, and then make a cast of the original organism. So in this case, the original clam. So it has all of the details, the little ridges in the shell. And then you can see some minerals, crystals in this case, probably calcite, have filled in from the back. These big guys, from what I can tell, are made out of cryanid stems. I always say that wrong. Crinoid. All these little circles or stars, depending on the variety of crinoid, are just little pieces of the stems. So crinoids kind of look like feather dusters. And there's a good star. So sometimes the stars are in the center, sometimes the entire thing, instead of looking like a disc, looks like a star. But this was most likely a piece of the sea floor, and they call it, what did they call it? Fossil jasper. But just by looking at it, you can tell that it's crinoid fossils. Same thing here, but it's a little harder to see them. There's one there. Yeah, there you go. So again, crinoid fossils. These are ammonites. They're in the nautiloid family. They're like similar to Nautilus that is alive today. So kind of a octopus squiddy looking thing that lives inside a shell, if you want to get really simple. So you can see how the minerals, in this case I believe it's calcite, have filled in the chambers inside. And some have a neat polish on the outside and some do not. I don't know if you can see a little bit of the rainbow right there. Yeah, there you go. And you can see some of the sutures, all these neat things on the outside there. So same thing here, it's just not split open, and you can see more of the rainbow. So this guy, if it'll focus, has tons of ammonites in him as well. You can see here, there's a small one here. And what do we have? Oh, Orthoceras are very prominent. You've probably seen them before, even if you didn't know what they were. A lot of these come out of Morocco. So again, these are all invertebrates, except for the shark teeth came from a vertebrate. And the last one I have is a fossil of gastropods. This is called Turritella agate, and it comes from Wyoming. And these are all little snails. And that's the way it looks when it weathers out naturally. And this is what it looks like when it's cut and polished. So that's just a little bit of the show and tell. And I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know.